How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. Today I present to you my review of not one, but two Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle 2-packs from Neca Toys. The Casey Jones that comes with the Foot Soldier, and the April O'Neil who also comes with the Foot Soldier. I love these things. The packaging for these really stands out on the shelves, and if you're a mint in box kind of person, these are going to be something really fantastic to add to your collection, if you can find them, and the scalpers haven't bought them all up, that is. The back of the box shows the figures in question that you're going to get in each package, as well as other figures you can get in the series, and then also this here little write-up about the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. The one side of the box has an image of each of the good guys. In this case, it's Casey and April, and on the other side, you can see images of each of the Foot Soldiers. Here's the top. It says Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and I'm not gonna show you the bottom. And having yoinked all four of these figures out of their packaging, here's what we get. There's an absolute metric square butt ton of stuff that we got inside the box. Oh my god, that's a lot of accessories. So much stuff to rifle through. Let's look at each one individually, starting with Casey Jones and his accessories, and oh my god, this is fantastic. He comes with his golfy golf bag. It's got a nice little soft rubber strap there. It's actually squishy. You'd think it would be hard, but it's not. This is really nice. He comes with a sledgehammer, which I don't remember ever seeing this in the cartoon. I think it's kind of strange because it has nothing to do with sports. He also comes with a hockey stick. It's white. It's got black lines on it. For those of you who want to inflict even bigger concussions on your enemies and smash the Foot Soldiers even more, he comes with a goatee stick. It's got more heft to it. It's slightly gray, more cartoony details on it, and it fits, again, boom, right in there like that. He also comes with a bat, and he comes with, I don't really know what that is, if I'm being honest. What is this? Anyway, and it goes. He also comes with a thumbs up / thumbs down holding stuff hand, a pointy nose picking finger hand, and two grabby hands. All right, and here's the figure. He looks so much like he looked in the cartoon, and also the original Casey Jones figure that was part of the original Turtle series. He resembles that too. This is a fantastic Casey Jones figure. Very cartoony. You know, it's NECA, so the paint apps are going to be hit or miss. They're going to be a little sloppy, but we kind of go it's all right because it's an animated figure, so you know, you can sort of get away with it. Now, only the hardest of hardcore fans would know that Casey Jones is also a great big fan of the spray tan salon. You can tell because he actually stood a little bit too long with his back facing it, so now his back is all tanned up. You can see in his arms there, but this side is still all white as a sheet. And apparently crime fighting pays so poorly that he can't even afford to get another brand new pair of track pants because these ones got holes in the knees. However, he does come complete with bright green clown shoes. I'm so kidding. I do like this figure. I'm just being silly. How much more can I say that someone else hasn't already said? I do like him though, and his articulation's kind of interesting. He's got it right here under the cut-off shirt. It's not super great or useful, but it's there. The head does this and this, not much of this. And as usual, you gotta be careful with NECA figures because they do snap. However, he has, oh, that's a lot of paint flecking. He does have rounded hinges right there. Bicep swivels up here. Double jointed elbows like that. Spinny hinge wrists. Do we really need to go through all the articulation for this figure and for all the rest? I guess so. Waist articulation that moves inside the track pants. You can move it all the way around, but I do warn you, it'll shift his track pants a little, and that doesn't really need a warning, does it? He's also got these here ball joints. You know, you get some, there's twisty motion, but if you're someone that really wants posability with these, you're not going to find it here because that's really pushing it as much as you're going to get for the legs going forward and for going back. However, I didn't buy this for that. I bought it to stand on a shelf and collect dust. Here's his knees. They're double jointed. I'm going to be very careful because, as usual, NECA figures tend to be a little bit brittle. But there you go. Perfect. And he's got pivoty ankle hinges. Ta-da! Casey Jones is probably my favorite out of all the four figures in this 4-pack. Even though I haven't showed you the rest, I'm just going to go ahead and say it. He's my favorite. And then next we have April O'Neil, who doesn't have as many accessories as Casey, but still has a very reasonable number. She's got this here microphone and reel-to-reel recording unit for when she wants to capture an interview out on the fly. A News Channel 6 camcorder. This thing is really cool looking. It's got a little hinge. You can actually pull the handle down like that so that she can hold on to it while she's interviewing someone about their recent encounter with the titles. And much like the Channel 6 mic that comes attached to the reel-to-reel, she actually comes with a second one that's not attached to anything, as well as a little bitty, oh my god, I need tweezers for this. Here's her turtle communicator, which is her direct line to the titles. When we open it up, we can see there's a little keyboard, some lights, a little screen on the inside, and it's got a little hinge and it closes up nicely. Just like that. And she also comes with two grippy hands so that she can grab all this stuff. And here's the April O'Neil figure all by her lonesome. Pretty accurate to the cartoon. Nice to see her in her great big yellow jumpsuit. You've got the cartoon shading there that looks like she spent too much time in the spray tan, just like Casey Jones, at least on one side. You got the black lines. I mean, it is what it is. When you're trying to give that cartoon look, and these are mass-produced, there are going to be slight quality control issues. But all things considered, she does look very nice. And that face sculpt, I think that it looks pretty good in comparison to the cartoon. People have said that her head looks maybe possibly a little bit too big, and I think that they're probably correct about that. But all in all, I think that she's a pretty darn good representation of the animated April O'Neil in her yellow jumpsuit. Her articulative properties are going to be a little bit different than Casey Jones. She does have the articulation up here in the torso. She's got the head on a ball joint, and there's definitely more motion there because her hair doesn't quite get in the way so much. Her shoulders are on the rounded hinges. She has these interesting double jointed elbows right here that rotate up here, but then they're also double joints right here. And then she has rotation below this piece of elbow articulation. So her arms are actually pretty well articulated, but let this be a warning that right out of the package, you may want to take your time and just work her elbow into motion. There we go. So there's just with the one piece of articulation, and now we have the second, and she can totally get herself in an Instagram worthy pose. And so yeah, as long as you're willing to be very careful when you're loosening those elbow joints if you're just stuck, there is a pretty darn good range of motion there. But be warned, the paint is going to flake off like crazy. And then, do you have a waist swivel? No waist swivel, just the one up here in the torso. She does have the Neca ball jointed groin with the rotation-y movement right up here. Not a huge amount back and forward, just because the rubber of her suit gets in the way, and not really a whole lot back. And that's just typically going to be par for the course with a figure like this that has a groin like that. Then you've got your knees, they're double jointed, but as I've said, this is a Neca, so it doesn't want to... Okay, well, you get the point. They're double jointed, they're going to do what double jointed knees do. And then, of course, she has the ankles that are on those pivots. I'm certainly glad that I found her. She fits right in with my turtle collection, and it's nice to have April O'Neil finally reunited with the Fab Four. And now let's look at both of the soldiers from the Foot Clan, the Bashed and the Slashed. Something I didn't see coming is that this one here is actually shorter than the other one. And just to quickly pop in this guy for reference, he came with the 8-pack. That's the usual height of the Foot Clan, which means that this guy is much bigger. It's because his midsection here is connected by this red wire, and it's got his body distanced apart a little bit further, that's all. So each one of these guys comes with very much the same accessories, that being 6 extra hands each, and they each come with 2 ninja stars, 1 orange, 1 gray, and a communicator. Slashed comes with a bebop, and Bashed comes with a rocksteady. They also both come with the scoped rifle, and also a laser rifle. The Slashed one also comes with these 2 little guys here. This orange little monster is from this episode right here, and this little statue thing, well, it's from this episode right here. Whoa. Hang on a second there. This is future video editing Brad just popping into the frame here for a second, and I thought that I would let you know that I think I may have made a boo-boo in my review of the April O'Neil Foot Soldier 2-pack in telling you that the Baby Pizza Monster and the Maltese Hamster are actually Foot Soldier accessories, when indeed they are more than likely intended for April O'Neil. So, little correction there to the review. When you make mistakes, you better own them. Anyway, back to the video. Now, aside from the fact that these 2 foot soldiers have completely different torso sections, you know, the Bashed has that great big hole in his chest, and the Slash, well, he's missing almost everything. But other than that, they really are exactly the same sculpts. Same legs, same boots, same lower half, same head, same tunics, same everything. And that is no difference. The articulation for these guys, well, the peanut head's on a ball peg, and that's actually really good. Hinges in the armpits right here. They are fairly stiff to begin with. You do have to work them in, and that is as far as I can get mine to go up until, of course, you just rotate his arm up like that. They've also got the bicep swivels, crunchy double jointed elbows, and peg hinge wrists that swivel and hinge back and forth. These guys also do have a tornado waist, and in their tunic here they do have rounded hinges, and the leg attaches to them through a bigger peg system, and so there is roundy motion like this, as well as actually a very reasonable range of articulative motion, even though they do have the lower half of their tunics there. Each one's also got crunchy double jointed knees, as well as articulation up here at the top of the boot, and then you've got that ankle pivot. Oh, that's not an ankle pivot, that is a ball peg right there in the boot. Now these guys both being battle damaged, you know, it's like, I get it. Like, if you're into the action figure photography, then you might actually be way more into this whole battle damage thing, because it's going to add to the character of your shots. Personally though, I would have rather just got 2 regular foot soldiers. And I know why they didn't give us regular foot soldiers, because they already gave people regular foot soldiers in a 2-pack and then also in the 8-pack. So I totally understand it. But I would have actually just preferred more of these so I could army build, or perhaps have some kind of removable something or other to make these damaged. But you could put it back and just have regular figures too. So I guess now's the point that I tell you what I think about these guys. Honestly, I really like them, even though the battle damage is not necessarily my thing. They did a good job, it looks really cool. As someone who bought the original San Diego Comic-Con Turtles 8-pack, I say bring it on. Give us as many of these animated figures as you possibly can, and compete with Super 7 for our hard-earned action figure dollars. Because, well, I guess in the end, I'm just probably gonna buy it all. Food or figures? Well, the answer's simple. Figures. My family will still eat like kings while I eat ramen noodles and canned goods. It's alright, I need to go on a diet anyway. I'm getting fat. Now seriously, do I think you should try to find these out in the wild? Yes! Go on the hunt for these guys, see if you can snag them up before the ditey scalpers get there so they can put them on eBay and mark them up to 4 times the price. Stick it to the scalpers by just not buying from them, and then eventually they'll just stop buying stuff, and then it'll actually be on the shelves when we want it. But anyway, that's my story and I'm sticking to it. Hopefully you found this video to be some kind of an entertaining, useful waste of time for the day, and I will see you with the next one. Bye for now.